pictures. Words and pictures.
Hello. I'm watering my garden. It's a vegetable garden. And I have to water it twice a day. Seeds need plenty of water. I only put these in 2 days ago and they sprouted already. These bean sprouts have been in a bit longer. They're almost ready to eat. And so's the mustard and cress. I think that's ready to eat. What do you want in your sandwich, Charlie? Mustard and cress or bean sprouts?
Bean sprouts, please, Vicky.
Right. You know, it's jolly handy having an indoor garden. It means you've got fresh vegetables to eat whenever you want them. Here you are, Charlie.
Thanks, Vicky. Vicky,
Yes, Charlie?
remember that story about the old man who planted some vegetable seeds in his garden and one of them grew and grew and grew?
Oh, the tale of the turnip.
That's it.
I expect you know that story. It's an old favourite. I'll see if I can find it. Here we are. The tale of the turnip. Early one year, an old man sowed a straight row of turnip seeds in his garden. As time went by, the rain rained on the seeds, and the sun shone down on them, and the turnips began to grow. At first a pale green shoot, then one leaf, then 2 leaves. Every day they grew a little bigger. But one turnip seemed to be growing faster than all the others.
The turnip grew and grew and grew. The turnip grew as turnips do. Big and round, deep underground, with bright green leaves on top.
Bigger and bigger it grew until it was the biggest, roundest turnip in the garden. No one had ever seen such an enormous turnip. The old man said to his wife, the old woman, "Wife, put our biggest pot on the fire and boil some water. Tonight we dine on turnip soup." The old man gathered up the leaves of the enormous turnip and pulled.
The old man pulled with all his might. The old man heaved and held on tight. He gave a great tug and a jiggle and a jerk. He twisted and turned, but it still wouldn't work. The turnip still wouldn't budge.
So the old man called to his wife, the old woman, to come and help. The old woman took firm hold of the old man. Then the old man pulled. And the old woman pulled.
The two of them pulled with all their might. Together they heaved and held on tight. They both gave a tug and a jiggle and a jerk. They twisted and turned, but it still wouldn't work. That turnip still wouldn't budge.
So the old woman called to her granddaughter, the little girl, to come and help. The little girl took firm hold of the old woman. Then the old man pulled. And the old woman pulled. And the little girl pulled.
The three of them pulled with all their might. Together they heaved and held on tight. They all gave a tug and a jingle and a jerk. They twisted and turned, but they still wouldn't work. That turnip still wouldn't budge.
So the little girl called to her friend, the big shaggy dog, to come and help. The big shaggy dog took firm hold of the little girl. Then the old man pulled. And the old woman pulled. And the little girl pulled. And the big shaggy dog pulled.
The four of them pulled with all their might. Together they heaved and held on tight. They all gave a tug and a jingle and a jerk. They twisted and turned, but they still wouldn't work. That turnip still wouldn't budge.
So the big shaggy dog called to his friend, the sleek black cat, to come and help. The sleek black cat took firm hold of the big shaggy dog. Then the old man pulled. And the old woman pulled. And the little girl pulled. And the big shaggy dog pulled. And the sleek black cat pulled.
The five of them pulled with all their might. Together they heaved and held on tight. They all gave a tug and a jingle and a jerk. They twisted and turned, but it still wouldn't work. That turnip still wouldn't budge.
So the sleek black cat called to her friend, the tiny brown mouse, to come and help. The tiny brown mouse took firm hold of the sleek black cat. Then the old man pulled. And the old woman pulled. And the little girl pulled. And the big shaggy dog pulled. and the sleek black cat pulled, and the tiny brown mouse pulled.
The six of them pulled with all their might. Together they heaved and held on tight. They all gave a tug and a jiggle and a jerk. They twisted and turned, but it still wouldn't work. Together now heave.
Together, don't stop.
One more pull. Then suddenly out popped the turnip, huge and round, and down they tumbled on the ground, with the turnip on the top.
Yes, right on top of the old man, the old woman, the little girl, the big shaggy dog, the sleek black cat, and the tiny brown mouse. But nobody was hurt, and that night the six of them dined on turnip soup. They all said it was delicious and asked for second helpings, and there was still enough left over for another day. It was such an enormous turnip. Do you have a garden where you can grow vegetables? Or do you buy yours from a shop? When I lived in the country, there was a man who used to drive around the villages selling fruit and vegetables from his van.
Here comes the vegetable man, driving in his vegetable van, bringing fruit and vegetables for us to eat.
Fresh lettuce, fresh lettuce. Come and buy your lettuce while you can.
Fresh lettuce, fresh lettuce. We'll buy our lettuce from the van.
Green cabbage, green cabbage. Come and buy your cabbage while you can.
Green cabbage, green cabbage. We'll buy our cabbage from the van. Here comes the vegetable man, driving in his vegetable van, bringing fruit and vegetables for us to eat.
Red apples, red apples. Come and buy your apples while you can.
Red apples, red apples. We'll buy our apples from the van.
Ripe cherries, ripe cherries. Come and buy your cherries while you can.
Ripe cherries, ripe cherries. We'll buy our cherries from the van.
See what I've grown as a surprise for Vicky. Mustard and cress. I planted the seeds in the shape of a letter, the first letter of Vicky's name.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. What a good idea. Do you know the first letter of your name? Well, if you were to plant some seeds in the shape of that letter and water them every day, they might grow as well as these.
You better practice writing the letter first, though.
Mine's easy. It's just down, up, 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 down, up.
Let us know how you get on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.